setting up a wall. There's a lot of controversy right now in the United States of whether we should build a wall between the United States and Mexico, and there's a lot of problems with immigrants coming in and illegally, and I won't get into that necessarily. I'm not really going to talk much about that because in my mind, I have really loved the immigrants coming in that have worked for me. They've been amazing and wonderful people, and I've got a lot of good friendships that way. But I will take it from a different angle, that of an angle of controlling the borders. So my belief is that we have locks on our doors so we can decide who comes in our house or not. We have windows on our houses so we can decide who comes in our house or not. We have walls or fences around our property to protect us. It's highly unlikely that everyone in the United States, or these people that say they don't want a border wall to control the flow of traffic and manage the fluctuation of immigrants coming into the country, the illegal immigrants coming in, it's unlikely that these different politicians and different people that are against the wall, more than likely they lock their doors at night. More than likely they shut their windows. More than likely they have security systems. More than likely they have weapons to defend themselves if somebody broke into their home. More than likely they have fences that protect their home or their neighborhood. So walls are effective, but there's nothing wrong with a situation where we manage the flow of people that come into our home, into our school, into our community, into our country, and try to make it the best scenario so that those that are here that own and are participants, legal participants in the country, can have a safe environment to be in. Obviously, there's a huge drug problem, and obviously there is a huge market for not only the drugs, but the rehab centers, the prisons. I think you can boil all this down to power and money and business. Drugs are a business, but drugs, when a wall is put up, that would probably slow the flow of drugs down tremendously. But it also, if you think about it from a business standpoint, drugs make people a lot of money, not just the drugs and the illegal drugs, but the rehab centers, the hospitals, the businesses that support and that build prisons. So in my opinion, all this fighting can be boiled down to power and money. People like their income, like what they have going on, and people like their drugs. So there's a lot of benefit in having a controlled system, a wall or a protection or a door or some type of screening available to where we can manage the flow of people into our country, just like we manage the flow of people into our home, our garage, our neighborhoods, our cities, our counties, and so that we can be a more protected society. But from my standpoint, I have always loved the immigrants and the guys that are coming in from Mexico, because they've helped me a tremendous amount, and I have helped them a tremendous amount. So I really love the Mexican people, but I also believe that we should be able to manage the flow of people in not only our homes, our neighborhoods, our communities, and in our countries and states. So that's a good reason. That's a great reason to have a barrier like a wall.